And welcome once again to the We Like Sportz Podcast with...
Well, I get to do it.
Yeah, Riggs isn't here right now.
Keith, Peyton, and... Oh my God.
Boys, let me tell you who I am. I am the professional one, Parker Pierce. And I've been listening to you jabronis over the last several weeks. And it's clear that you guys make some valid points, and they're pretty decent considering you talk out of your rear end all the time. So I'm hoping that with my new presence in the studio, I can shed some light on the real sports world, since I am the only one who is actually a professional.
And what was your name again?
Parker Pierce, Radio Boy.
This is gonna be a good show. Radio Boy. We
Radio
can call
Boy.
it Radio Boys.
All right.
That's
No,
cute.
just him. He's Radio Boy.
All right.
Well, I am on the radio. Kinda, sorta, sometimes, and I have this podcast. Welcome to the We Like Sportz Podcast. Before we get any further, it's me, Peyton, alongside the professional one, Parker Pierce.
You know what? I cannot believe that I am stuck here in this claustrophobic room. And it seems like we're in this big stadium. We're in a small room, and I'm stuck with this dude. And I can't believe that it's just me and you right now. Oh my God! Like, I'm sick to my stomach. If there's any way to describe this guy, he's a case of the Mondays. And today's a Monday, and we're running late because he decided that he was just going to let his bumper of his car just fall completely off and then stop at Drug Mart and get duct tape and duct tape it back. I mean, what is wrong with this? Like, oh my gosh, this guy, he's just an entire case of the Mondays, and I really don't even know how to deal. I'm going to deal with him all by myself, really.
I mean, you could still have unorganized play.
You have to have organized play, because the only way you're going to win is if you play with your team. You can't just pick up and go, oh, I'm going to go play with a couple guys from Golden State, or I'm going to go play with a couple guys from whoever's in that 8 team. You know,
Isn't that what Kevin Durant did, though?
You need to build team chemistry.
Isn't that what Kevin Durant did, though, Parker? Didn't he just decide to go play with whoever?
He did, but he's the best in the world. I'm talking about trash, young talent that needs to develop, Peyton. And if you make one more asinine comment like that, I'm going to throw you off this second-story balcony.
God. And also, too...
I can hear you on my phone. You do sound like an idiot coming through those speakers, too. Welcome back to the We Like Sportz Podcast with myself, professional Parker Pierce, and these two jabronis over here, Peyton and Keith.
I'm
and
surprised you got my name right.
You had to remind me about 3 seconds ago.
It's on my shirt.
Yeah, that's really the only way I'll remember it. But before we get back into our next segment, talk about the NBA, we are sponsored by Unforgettables, a little company that makes baseballs. Each is designed by the artist from a hand painting, then printed onto real baseballs. Designs include baseball stadiums, past and present, baseball history pieces, tons of designs worth taking a look. Unforgettables.com.
Check them out.
And I can tell you what, these baseballs are very, very professionally done. They're beautiful. I mean, it's not like Peyton in 4th grade drawing with a crayon on these baseballs. These are high-quality design baseballs, people. Check it out. Use promo code SPORTS and get 10% off. And that's sports with a Z.
Look at that.
Man, he really is professional.
He is. Better than us.
So, going back really quick for the 2020 season, obviously, you mentioned last Wednesday, like, we kind of had the thoughts about the Indians and the over and under of 32 games. And a lot of people, I know we didn't get to hit on this last week, but if you are the Indians ownership, meanwhile, at the same time, you're also having Chris Antonetti say that the Indians are in such a terrible predicament, blah, blah, blah. They lost out on money. They can't afford people. Obviously, I mean, everybody's losing their jobs here. Unless if you're somehow set in a professional dart player, I'm assuming that you lost your job. Unless if you're a professional athlete that has that secured long-term contract, like a LeBron in the NBA or like a Mike Trout in the MLB or whatever, a lot of people ended up losing out on money. It's not just organizations. But anyways, that's beside the point. So obviously it kind of sounds, and there was rumors early on that the Indians were going to be sellers.
Oh. So I'm sorry. I apologize. You just rambled like crazy. I totally lost you there. But I know you were talking about the Indians, and but that was, God, you just did not stop, did you? I thought this was supposed to be like a back and forth type thing. But anyway, Indians, I think they'll be all right. I know you mentioned something about 32 games. I think, with the 7-inning rule, I feel like with the Tribe's starting rotation, it's always been great. Their bullpen's been like kind of what's been a little iffy over the past couple years. Once Cody Allen and Andrew Miller ended up leaving the bullpen, I think that's when they started to go downhill. But you were rambling for a bit, so I lost whatever else you said. But I'd take over 32 games because... their starting rotation is just too good.
Well, if you let me get to my point that I was trying to make.
8 minutes later? Jesus.
I'm sure Parker has done this plenty of times, but if a fan goes up to you, you don't have the obligation to give them the time of day, correct?
You're right, you don't, but I'll tell you what, in the professional sports world, it's good to see stuff like this happening because, they do look up to you because you are on TV. You're the one who is setting example, even though you might not even think it and you're getting paid to do it. You're really touching the hearts of a lot of people around the world. I mean, this reminds me a lot of the time when John Cena granted you a wish on the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So this type of stuff is so great to see in the sports world because it's needed, because it inspires people and it makes everybody just fall in love with sports even more.
Well,
I wish I would have remembered that if I would have known.
That was good.
Do you remember what that wish was for?
Just you being you, probably.
Man, you know what? If we could just get the Dude Perfect world record video up, and if you could actually respect these gentlemen, I know obviously you have too much going on in your life to actually pay attention and know who Dude Perfect is.
I love Dude Perfect. Dude Perfect, those are some great dudes. They really are. I've seen all their stuff. The hoopy shoot trick shot stuff. Yeah, that's good times.
Wow, I'm shocked.
I think they got a show on Nickelodeon too.
Is that what you
That's
watch?
very professional.
Watching Nickelodeon?
Oh yeah, SpongeBob. It's where I get half my jokes because I got to look at a clown like him, just like I look at you.
And welcome back to the We Like Sportz
Podcast. Whoa. First of all, as we were walking back, you stepped on my shoe, and you untied my shoe, so now my shoe is not tied. I am not in perfect balance at the moment. So you get your grubby little fingers and you tie my shoe. Come on.
This is embarrassing.
And
he's tying his shoe for him.
Well, he needs to stop making dumb decisions.
Why are these Velcro?
If it's Velcro, why is it taking you so long?
Like I said, Make-A-Wish Foundation.
You're right.
So let's see this. Let's see who you are, what you really are. Did you enjoy the Cavs championship more than you enjoyed the Steelers' 2 Super Bowls?
Yeah.
And this guy.
I was also a kid when I was younger, and I had a
You were a kid when you were younger? No way.
Man.
This is
really a jerk.
The producer's losing it.
Oh, man. But anyways, I was going to get into one more NFL thing, but it looks like it's almost time to take another break. When we get back, though, I guess Parker Pierce would understand this, and you were too because you used to be a wrestling fan. The rest of the show, now it's time for the main event, baby.
I like it.
It's baseball time. We got
baseball.
Trevor Bauer. Is baseball back? And we have the Cleveland Indians. Don't go anywhere.
And also make sure that you follow us on Instagram, pro_Parker_P. You got Toolbag, Pittsburgh Steeler Head and Shoulders, and you got over here Keith Migra-Hillis1.
Oh.
Give us a follow.
Wednesday, 7:30 to 9:30, Facebook Live, We Like Sportz Podcast. Leave us a like, give us a follow. Social media, Twitter and Instagram, as you see scrolling across, We Like Sportz PC, as well as YouTube, We Like Sportz Podcast. And then that replay on Wednesday is 9 a.m. Thursday morning. 9 a.m. Thursday morning, Apple, Google, Spotify, and Stitcher. I lost my train of thought.
Rambling again.
But I guess we'll see you on Wednesday. Hopefully the show's still going on. So catch you then. Stay tuned, stay safe, and we'll see you Wednesday, 7:30 to 9:30 with more sports.
Peace out. Oh.